Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Barat Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, salvation to the elect, peace, blessings, and honors to all the brothers in this truth. To be translated like Enoch. Let's hop straight into it. Hebrews chapter 11, starting at verse 5. By faith, Enoch was translated that he should not see death, and was not found, because God has translated him. For before his translation, he had this testimony that he pleased Yahweh. So the thing is, it's like translated. You could substitute that word for taken. So by faith, Enoch was taken, that he should not see death, and was not found, because God had taken him. So what does this mean? If you go into it more, it says, for before his translation, he had a testimony that pleased God. So he pleased God, right? And he did not see death. So he didn't die. He wasn't killed. He was taken. He was taken from what? He was taken from seeing death. He was translated. This is a goal. You want to get translated like Enoch. When all hell started breaking loose, Jacob's trouble, World War III, the end of the world, shit hit fan, like they like to say. You want to be translated like Enoch was translated. You want to be taken by the Lord so you could not see death, so you could escape death. This is the goal, to be just like that. Why? Because he had pleased God. How do you please God? By having the faith, as Enoch did, and faith without works is dead. Having the works, following the law, statutes, and commandments. Because if you got faith, then you follow the law, statutes, and commandments. Can you have faith without following the law, statutes, and commandments? That's not a good way of showing your faith. So if you're showing your faith and you have faith, then it's going to be backed up with you following the law, statutes, and commandments. And this is what Enoch did. And this is what you want to do. So let's jump into more. Genesis chapter 5, verse 22. We're going to go through 24 right here. And Enoch walked with God after he begot Methuselah 300 years and begot sons and daughters. Right? Let's jump to 24. And Enoch walked with God, and he was not, for God took him. He was not killed. He didn't die. So it tells you like how long and everything, but he did not get killed. He did not die because God took him. So Enoch did not taste death. He was taken by God because he walked with God. What does it mean to walk with God? To walk with God means to follow God, to live by God and live by God, law, statutes, and commandments, and to follow those law, statutes, and commandments and have faith. That's what it means to walk with God. He was an upright man, Enoch was. That's why he was translated. So you want to ask the question, how do I get translated? How do I get taken up from death when all hell start breaking loose? Walk with God. What does it mean to walk with God? Follow the law, statutes, and commandments. I mean, this is really, it really boils down to being that simple. Let's jump to the book of Jude, chapter 1. Let's go 14 through 16. And Enoch also, the seventh from Adam, prophesies of these sayings, behold, the Lord cometh with 10,000s of saints to execute judgment upon all, and to convince all that are ungodly among them of all their ungodly deeds which they have ungodly committed, and of all their hard speeches which ungodly sinners have spoke. So what does it mean to be ungodly? To not be like God, right? To not follow God. Follow what about God? The law, statutes, and commandments. So how did Enoch get translated? Because he was the opposite of ungodly. He was godly. And what does it mean to be godly? Follow the law, statutes, and commandments that the Lord commanded you to do. Have faith. Follow those law, statutes, and commandments, And it's not just a spiritual thing or a faith thing, because it says them of all their ungodly deeds. So what's deeds? Deeds is physical actions. that you actually do. That's a deed. That's an action that you do. So it's about your deeds. It's about were you wearing fringes. It's about were you keeping the dietary law. Were you not shaving your beard? Were you not eating pork? Were you not eating seafood? Were you not committing adultery, stealing, killing? These are deeds. These are deeds following the law, statutes, women, not eating blood. No homosexual stuff. Either way it go. Woman with woman, man with man. What was your deeds? If your deeds were ungodly, he's going to execute judgment on you. If your deeds was godly, you might have a chance of being translated up like Enoch. Behold, the Lord cometh with 10,000 saints. What are they coming to do? Execute judgment. If you got 10,000 saints and they're coming to execute judgment, what does that mean? Are they sitting on a board, with a goblin in their head, pleading with people or judgment? No, when it says they executing judgment, they're coming to kill. They're coming to destroy and save. If you ungodly, you're getting destroyed. If you godly, you're getting saved. Those of Israel. Let's jump to the next one. Let's go to Zechariah chapter 13, verse 2. Awake, O sword, against my shepherd, and against the man that is my fellow, saith the Lord of hosts. Smite the shepherd, and the sheep shall be scattered, and I will turn my head upon the little ones. And it shall come to pass that in the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left in. I will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them, and I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, the Lord is my God. Right. So if you don't get translated and you ungodly, you're going to end up 2/3 are going to not be translated. 2/3 are going to be ungodly, and they're going to be cut off and die. This is in the Bible. I didn't make this up. This been here way before I was ever thought of. But the third shall be left therein, and you're going to have to go through the fire, which is Jacob's trouble. You're going to have to go through a fire. It's going to make you strong. That's Jacob's trouble, right? And they should call on my name, and this is going to be the prize. You're going to be able to call on the Lord's name because you're going to know the true name. And he going to say, you my people. And you're going to say, he is my God. And then that's true salvation. That's true salvation right there. Speaking of Jacob's trouble, let's go to it. Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 7. Alas, for the day is great, so that none is like it, right? We talking about the day is great. There's no day like this judgment day, right? It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he should be saved out of it. This is the time of Jacob's trouble, but we gonna be saved out of it. That 1/3, right? It's gonna be saved out the fire. They're gonna go through the fire like gold, and they gonna come out right stronger, and they gonna be able to be married back into the Lord, right? Jacob's trouble. For it should come to pass in that day, saith the Lord of hosts, that I will break his yoke from off his neck, and will burst his bonds, and the strangers shall no more serve themselves of him. You're going to be free. You're going to be saved. You're going to be translated like Enoch is. You're going to be beamed up into that chariot. Chariot means vehicle of Israel. Chariot of Israel. And that's true salvation. And you're not going to taste death. And you're going to escape Jacob's trouble the same way Enoch escaped death. Because Jacob's trouble is death. You're going to escape that. You're going to go to the Holy Land. And you're going to be the elect, or the 1/3 that survives it. Barak Yahweh Ba'ashem Yashai. Barak Yahweh Ba'ashem Yashai. Continue to spread this word and this truth. Salvation to the elect. Period.